Good evening, KP Heathen. Welcome, my friend from Louisiana. Hope you're having a good day. Uncle Al, Die Bullfrog 79. Welcome, Joseph Moore. Welcome, Mr. Moore. And I am drinking coffee. Good stuff. Mom of four boys. Welcome, Mom of four boys. Thank you for like number 4. 6 in the house. 104 in the shade, 108 in the sun. It probably felt like about 150. Hot day in the Socialist Republic of California. Uncle Al's home. I'm sorry. You know, if you look at a map of California, if you look at the election situation, you've got the majority of the state is red, and then you've got these little enclaves of blue, deep blue. They often talk about we get into a limited nuclear war with Russia, and they hit our big cities. They'd be doing us a favor. They really would be doing us a favor in some ways. You know, it would just break my heart if they had, like the big earthquake, and big tidal wave out on the West Coast, and Los Angeles and San Francisco just got wasted. Just blow them away. It'd make it a lot more likely you'd be having Republicans elected out there. If you could basically flush a couple of the big blue cities down. Yeah, the idea of the Russians, they've been doing that ever since there's been a Cold War. When we allowed Cuba to basically become communist, then they went directly into bed with Russia. And Russia had basically used Cuba as a thorn in our side. That's something that we should have dealt with long ago. We should deal with them right now. We should clean out the communists and straighten the place out. Why? Why would we allow an enemy 90 miles off our coast? You tell me the logic of that. I don't see it. Creative redundancy. Welcome, my friend CR. the idea of the concept of manifest destiny and the concept of that we are the Monroe Doctrine, that we are supreme in our area. I don't understand why some of the places we're at, and then we allow the crap that's going along south of our border and around the rim of the Gulf. I don't understand that. That should be our lake, and we should be dealing with that. You know, you want to go and you want to have some conflict. That's where I'd have my conflict at. You want to go test your weapons. You want to go use your military force. That's where I would be worried about. I wouldn't be worried about Ukraine. I'd be over there dealing with Cuba. I'd be dealing south of the border with Mexico. But then that's my opinion, for what it's worth. And you know, and I'm by no means a warmonger, and by no means would I want to send our kids to give their lives and just, you know, wasting their lives. I mean, look at what we did over in Kuwait, in Iraq. How many casualties did we have? How many people came back disabled? How much money did we spend? Is it any better today than it was 20 years ago? No. Some ways it's worse. I'll give you an example. So, reportedly, Hamas, the terrorists, they may have 150 or so hostages from that attack that they did in October. And ever so often, they find a body or they find a hostage. So they did an operation last couple of days, and they freed 4 hostages. And supposedly, according to the people on the ground, they're saying that in the process of freeing 4 hostages, they killed like 200 people. Now, they don't say how many of them were terrorists. You know, they don't talk about the circumstances. They just say that in the process of freeing 4 hostages, they killed 200 people. You know, and the Israelis had casualties. They've been taking casualties. They've got the U.S. government and other governments on their ass, complaining about the civilian casualties. And no, you can't use bombs. You can't bomb them. You got to go in with troops. And it's more dangerous because when you go in with troops, you're going to take casualties. And they got booby traps and they got all sorts of stuff. Whereas what they would do is they drop a bomb. Then they go in. You know. And Melinda Elliott, welcome Melinda Elliott. Six in the house, 7 likes. $115 hostages left. Okay. Now, honestly, some of those people are probably dead. Like, they've been finding remains, like bones. of people where they got to do DNA to determine who they are. Yeah. Hello, Holly Ivans. Welcome. My solution for fighting a war like that: use conventional ordnance and flatten the place. I'd rather kill theirs than them to kill ours. I understand we built that dock over there so they can unload supplies. I understand they're having problems over there and they're taking fire. As they're trying to unload and they're trying to bring supplies in, they're taking fire from the, people in Gaza are shooting at them. And then they're complaining about not enough of this and not enough of that. And as they're trying to do good, they're trying to provide for them, they're shooting at them. Well, yeah, you are talking war crimes. You are talking war crimes. And they'll never be prosecuted for it. I was reading that they managed to take out another one of Hamas's high-ranking, one of their leaders. Gauze. No. This is a 2.5 gallon Ziploc. It's got a lot of small stuff that I carry in my bag. I got lots of stuff in bags within bags. So no, you don't see gauze. This is a coffee filter you can use for making coffee, but you could also use it with a funnel. Pour water through it. You get out all the large stuff before you filter it or before you clean it. Just lots of small stuff. Lots of creamers, freebies. This is a 100-pack of Taster's Choice with a 100-pack of Carnation. Was Coffee Mate creamer. 100 of each. $20 Amazon. This is stuff I just keep around to show. I got lots of stuff, this in totes. Uncle Al was talking about the need to have a 2-year supply of food, supplies, water, and such. The idea is that you hunker down, society, something happens, you basically want to hide out for the first 6-8 months or a year while the population's bad things are happening. And then that second year, you come out and you start seeing what's around and you start trying to rebuild. Enrique Trevino. Very good Taster's Choice coffee. Let me look at Enrique's channel. KL. This is Enrique's channel. If you'd like to subscribe, welcome, Mr. Trevino. Enrique's had this channel since 2013. He does not seem to be a content creator, but I'm sure he is an excellent support. I am subscribed. No problem. Tell you what, Enrique. Let's see. Okay. So, talking about the lay of the land. During the month of May, there were over 150 tornadoes between May the 6th and the 9th. And these tornadoes caused $4.7 billion in damages, reportedly. You also had 20 people killed. The tornadoes happened in Oklahoma, Arkansas, North Texas, Louisiana. Very destructive, very bad. And accordingly, we reportedly average about 1,500 tornadoes a year in the United States. 1,500 a year. Right now, we did start hurricane season June the 1st. Hurricane season's June the 1st till November the 1st. Anticipating the possibility of 17 to 25 storms, or predicting there'll be 17 major storms. Last year there were 14. They're saying it's going to be a little worse this year than last year. Right now I'm sitting at 1,586 subscribers. 12.8K views. Watch time is 518 hours. Last live stream had 102 views. My last short had 425 views. And my last video, which was a giveaway to Hillbilly Josh, 55 views. I will be doing a 1,600 subscriber giveaway. Little Lone Prepper, welcome. I will be doing a 1,600 subscriber giveaway. I'm getting closer. If you want to have your name in my hat when I do my drawing for the giveaway, you need to follow the rules, which are very simple. Leave me a like and a supportive comment on each of the last 5 videos that I release prior to hitting 1600. When I did my 1500 subscriber giveaway, it's been a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. When I did my 1500 subscriber giveaway, I had 9 names in the hat. 9 names in the hat. I anticipate having more than 9 this time, but I don't anticipate having that many more than 9. And perhaps you've been a previous winner. If I draw your name, you win again. Perhaps I've sent you something other. If I draw your name, you'll get something else. If it turns out that you got something recently from me, I'll communicate with you about, what I can change, put in the, other items, so I'm not sending the same stuff. And I'll work with you on that. Gina B. Yunkin. Jules of Gina, my friend. She also does Ed's Dance and food. I actually gave one of those away to a friend. I gave a little 300 watt Go Power that I originally paid $150 for. Perfect condition. I gave one to a friend recently. I mean, I've been buying upgrades, and I'm trying to help this person prepping. Sort of like the way Uncle Al tries to mentor me. I've been mentoring this person, and I'm overrun with certain stuff. Ed's Dance and Food, welcome. I ran a lot of stuff on my playlist last night. I run for Echo. I run for Doors. Isobar. I run for Isobar. Mama 4 Boys, The Black Widow. Dale Robinson. I run a couple of, I played and I watched and I was listening. A couple of Uncle Al's this afternoon. Mr. Whistle, welcome Mr. Whistle. So, when you're looking at prepping food and prepping water and prepping stuff that you need to have, food and water at the top of your list. And you don't just say, well, I'm going to go buy 2 years worth of food. Well, if you've got the money and you're willing to spend thousands and thousands at once, you can go buy 2 years worth of food. But what I would encourage everyone to do, and I'm sure my mentor would say, you start and then you build. And as Gil over at Camp Patton would say, prepping is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You're not going to get prepped overnight. So FEMA, the government, they tell you that in case of an emergency, it may take a week for them to come in and be able to help. So they've been encouraging people to have a week's worth of food and canned goods, stuff to eat. You need hygiene and medications and all that sort of stuff. You need stuff will get you by for at least a week. That's what FEMA says for like a natural disaster type situation. And when you start looking at prepping and items you can prep, I did this several months ago, but I was saying you can eat very well on about $10 a day. You can have what you can get by on about $10 a day. You can probably get by for about $250 a month. Now that was at the time that I put this together. And I'm looking at old notes and such that I did, and items and prices on stuff. I haven't went and updated it. My wife does most of the shopping that we do. She does. I do most of the prep shopping. So like I'm the one. My friend Yoda. Hello. Welcome. And Gina Yonke, welcome. I went to go give Yoda some love today, and he had basically pulled down all of his videos. He's sitting at 1,400 subscribers without any, I guess he put everything private. He's got everything private. And I was shocked. I was going to go watch, his fiance, Echo, living my best life at 60. She puts out a lot of content, and I run and